Hi, hello, and howdy. This is Sheila. Welcome to the Painted Pig Studio and the last episode, the last part of the Junk Journal Beginner series. And I called it that because bare bones basic. And I tried to include the usual or beginner things that you would do in your journal. And that's part 7, by the way. Which is a pocket, a tag, journaling card, those kind of things. And so I did actually film the snippet and tab part. Lost the footage. Don't know. I've been having some issues lately, so I think I'm just going to have to invest some money and change that. So I'm just going to review real quick. So I took our wrapping paper and cut out a section because it was heavy, but you could do this with file folder. You could do this with a greeting card, and it really doesn't even have to be something substantial. You could do that with just a piece of paper. You really could. So what I did was I layered, which again, that's collage, different things onto this strip. Things that we had gathered, like the calendar. We had a few little buttons. We had a coloring book. We had a plant book. A dictionary, so that sort of thing. Little snippets of things. And so people will make these and even stitch them and just continue. Sometimes they'll put them on ribbon, and so it becomes a snippet roll, because what they do is they roll it to store it. And what you can do with the snippet is you can cut pieces off to decorate a page. Or in this case, you could use it as a bookmark. So you could use it as a page border. Cut enough off for the border. You could use it as a belly band. Which we also made. And so that's how you make a snippet and what you do with a snippet. And for tabs, I used a paint chip folded to make one tab. And then I used some of that calendar. And I'm not sure that's another paint chip. But I took a number off of that calendar. So save your old calendars, because they're great for getting numbers to put on things. This is a ticket that a friend in my pig army gave me. And I think that it could either be cut to be a tab, or it could be folded and used this way, or this way, actually. So a tab is just something that fits on the end of your paper, usually protrudes out from the page, so that you can distinguish that page as special, maybe, or get to it quicker. So we actually have 3. This one just happens to be a tag as well. But we have 3 tabs so far. And so the last thing would be a flip out. And so, and a flip out is something you add into it after you've sewn your pages in. It's going to be a piece that you add to it that will flip out or in. So let's try that. So for our tip in or flip out. You'll hear both terms. I'm going to use a bit of packaging. Now, granted, all packaging is not this pretty. So you can, if it just needs to be kind of substantial, not just like plain white paper, but a little bit heavier. For one like this anyway. But you can cover it with anything you want. You could even draw a picture and cover it, you know. And then on the back, I've just put some of that sketch paper from the Dollar Tree, that children's sketch paper with, that's been tea-dyed. So I've chosen this spot to put this tip in, or flip out. And so what I'm going to do, a lot of times you would use washi tape. You'll see people use washi tape. That's another term that you will hear. Well, we don't have washi tape. Now, the Dollar Tree may be carrying some. I think maybe they are. But washi tape is really like a paper tape. And all the time, it is transparent in some way. It's not solid. And it's also removable. So if it's something you want to stay permanently, then you're going to need to put a little glue on it as well. Okay, so in lieu of washi tape, we're going to use our wrapping paper. And what I've done is I've just cut out a yellow stripe, and I have folded it in half, pretty much. And I'm going to put some glue down here on our page, hopefully. Haven't had my medicine this morning, so I'm really getting curvy with my glue there. Now, I know I said this was the last episode, and it is, except for I will go back and do a review and a flip through of the little journal when I complete it, or at least mostly complete it. So you can see all the products we used and methods and items. I don't know what I'm saying. Cut that part out. Shit. There will be a review flip through, so I'm going to try to complete it as best I can. But I tell you, I've got a big project, and when I say big project, it's huge for me. And I will make an announcement at the end of this video what my big project, my next project, my big project is going to be. So stay tuned for the end of the video. And no matter how painful it may be, now hopefully, if you're just starting out, this has given you some idea of how to start. Okay, so I'm taking my card packaging, and I'm gluing it on the other flap. So now it's in there. Now, to me, this doesn't look too terribly bad, except for how I cut it. But I thought she was outside, but she's in. That doesn't look too but this is going to be covered anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. But see, if you don't have washi tape, you can use paper. You can use fabric. Just as long as it's sturdy enough to hold whatever you're tipping in or flipping out. Okay? So that gets us pretty well through what I had prepared. So this is our little journal, and like I said, I'll go back through. I'll do some more decorating. maybe put a little something on the front. If you have used jewelry, I don't think I went over that, but keep old broken jewelry, because there are uses for your old broken jewelry. You can do dangles. You can decorate the outside of your journal. You can use. I have used and seen used necklaces like I'm losing my word, but like a heart and the little loop. If you glue the heart on, or the object, it's on your necklace that has the little hole, you can actually glue it here and use that hole to put a closure through. That's one idea. Okay, so that's it then for the Junk Journal Beginner series. If you have any questions, please do leave them below, and give us a thumbs up. I mean, I hate to beg, but it's nice to see some new subscribers and thumbs up and comments. So just keep them nice, and so far they have been. I appreciate it. So until I gotta make the big announcement, don't I? Okay. I may be crazy, but my next project is I'm going to do 2, not 1, but 2 lap books simultaneously. Well, now they will each have their own series, but I won't work on both of them in the same video. So, but one will be using primarily Tim Holtz wallflowers and different items by Tim Holtz and Ranger. And the it's going to be like botanical themed, and using wallflowers, paper stash, and a lot of his ephemera. And also, I'm going to do, or attempt to do, a lap book for my grandson, who is not quite 3. We're going on a trip to the beach in October, and all that would be like a 4 or 5 hour drive. So I thought if he's got something that he can take in the car to kind of keep him busy for a little while, that it would be welcome. So I've got some notes made. I've got some things gathered, and so we'll see how that goes. If it's a fail, it'll be a fail. But I'm going to try my best to come up with something. Something for you guys to watch, and something at the end. So share this video with anyone that may want to begin doing junk journaling. And it's interesting, Gail Agostinelli, I was watching her video this morning, and she divided junk journals and handmade journals. So, for instance, the rose would be, by her definition, a handmade journal. Because it's got things that you would buy or purchase. It's not got a lot of junk in it. Whereas this would be, although it is handmade as well, it is handmade with junk, with things that would be thrown out or used in a different way, or, yeah. So there you go. Just something to think about. I'd never thought about that before. I just called them all junk journals, and she said that she preferred to call the journals that she made handmade books or handmade journals. So there we go. I think that's it. So take care. Stay well. Hugs and kisses. Until next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.